Do you want to improve your English? Then you have come to the right place. Welcome to Learn English with Natalie. This week we are going to be learning about the future tense. Now I have developed this mini course on the different tenses. Last week we focused on the future tense and we're going to be building on that today. So make sure you check out my episodes on the past, present and future tense so that you get a really good understanding of how to use these in your English language. So let's get into it. The future tense. Why do we use this? We use it to talk about plans, what we intend to do. We use it to talk about predictions of what we think will happen. And we use it to talk about promises or decisions made at the moment. Now today I'm going to be focusing on something a little bit tricky, so let's see if we can get through it. We're going to be using the present continuous. Now, I did an episode on present continuous a few weeks ago, so check that out first before you continue. We're going to be using the present continuous for future events. The way that I structure these sentences is as follows. We have our subject. That might be I, you, they, we, he, she, or it. And then I have another word, am, is, or are. So it will be I am, we are, she is. This word will change depending on who you're talking about. And then we have the verb plus ing. So we have the verb plus ing and then a time marker. Now this sounds so complicated. I know, don't worry. I'm going to give you some examples, okay? Now we're going to use the present continuous tense when we talk about fixed plans in the near future. I'm going to give you an example now so that will all become clear. The subject, I. Now because I've used I am using the word am. I am meeting. So my verb is meet, but I add ing on the end. I am meeting my friends tonight. So my time marker is tonight. I am meeting my friends tonight. Here's another example. Now my subject is going to be she. So instead of using am, I don't say she am, I say she is. She is. Now my verb is flying. She is flying to Paris. And my time marker, when is she doing this? Tomorrow. She is flying to Paris tomorrow. So time markers tell you when something happens. It might be tonight, tomorrow, next weekend, this weekend. Now a top tip for learning English, and I've covered this in my previous episodes, but it's very important. If you're talking about a subject of I, you use the word am. If you are talking about you, they, or we, you use are. And if you're talking about she, he, or it, you say is. Now we're going to practice some sentences to help you understand that better. We're going to do this in a my turn, your turn format. Here we go. My turn. I am meeting my friends tonight. Your turn. Wonderful. My turn. She is flying to Paris tomorrow. Your turn. Excellent. My turn. We are leaving for the airport at 7 a.m. Your turn. Fantastic. He is starting his new job next Monday. Your turn. Fantastic. Now we're going to look at using that knowledge to create some present continuous questions for future events. It all sounds very complicated. It's really not. They just have complicated words. I have no idea why. Okay, here we go. Now when I'm creating a question, the word will goes at the start. So I have will and then my subject. So will, you. Okay, my subject could be you, I, she, he, they. Will you and then the word be. Will, subject, be. And then we have the verb plus ing. Will, subject, be, verbing, and then the time marker on the end. So will, subject, be, verbing, time marker. I'm going to give you some examples in a minute, but I just want to talk about when would we use a future continuous question. So we would use these to ask about ongoing actions that will happen at a specific time in the future, and they are used to inquire about plans or events that are already arranged. So here's an example. Will, the subject you, will you, and then the word be. Will you be, then my verb plus ing. Will you be traveling, time marker, next week? Will you be traveling next week? I'm going to read that more fluently now. Will you be traveling next week? I'm going to do that one more time and then I want you to repeat after me. Will you be traveling next week? Your turn. Fantastic. Okay, let's do another one. We're getting into a flow now. My turn. Will she be studying at this time tomorrow? Your turn. Fantastic. My turn. Will they be attending the meeting at 3 p.m.? Your turn. Brilliant. My turn. Will we be visiting the museum on Saturday? Your turn. Excellent. And finally, my turn. Will he be working late tonight? Your turn. Excellent. Okay, now it's time for activity time. I want you to tell your friend, choose a friend, any friend, tell your friend 5 things that you are doing this week in the present continuous tense for future events. So, I am flying to Paris on Saturday, for example. So you're going to use 5 sentences and tell them to your friend in the present continuous tense. And then you could even ask them 5 questions in the present continuous tense. Please feed back to me how you've gotten on with this activity, because I love to see the learning that you are doing and that I'm making a difference to your journey, because sometimes it feels like I'm talking to myself. So please keep that information coming through. I'd love to see it. You can reach me on TikTok or YouTube at Learn English with Natalie. I'm also available on Patreon at Learn English with Natalie. And if you are interested in my Patreon exclusive content, you can check out my Book Nerds Only book club. Okay, so this is only for the reading fanatics. This is only for people who love reading as much as me. If you're interested in learning English through stories, I do this in a fun, creative way where you can have some independent study time where you read the book yourself and then we come together in an episode to discuss that. So please check that out if you're interested. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next episode that I have for you. It's going to be a good one. See you next week.